so good to see you. I've been thinking a lot about friendship recently. Friendship, it's meant to be the thing that makes your life better, right? But for me, it's just been very hard and difficult to maintain. And I know, I was never the popular girl in school. I was never that hot girl, you know, the girl that kind of marched to the beat of her own drum. Everyone wanted to do what she was doing. Everyone wanted to wear what she was wearing. Everyone wanted to say what she was saying, you know. She marched to that beat of her own drum, but the beat of her drum was the BPM that makes house music people go absolutely feral. She had it. Did your school have that girl? No? If your answer is no, then you were that girl. Yeah. And I'm thrilled that you came. What a treat. I was never that girl. And I used to think it was good, actually. I used to think it was better. Because I thought that it meant that I'd spent my time in high school doing something more important. I'd spent my time building a personality. In hindsight, I should have focused on getting hot. You can spend all that time building a personality and it can still be absolute shit. Hate that. And I've always been a difficult person, I know that. I was a picky eater growing up. You know, I wouldn't eat anything. It was the bane of my parents' existence. My mum, she'd try and bargain with me every morning just to get me to eat some breakfast. Yeah, she'd say things like, if you don't eat your crusts, then your hair won't get curly. Someone got her. And even as a kid, right, I was like, so what? Those crusts can piss off. I'll have straight hair. Bring something better to the table, Mum. Maybe we can renegotiate here. But I didn't know at the time that mums, they mean every word they say. And she wasn't talking about the hair on my head. Which is how I ended up 30 years old with dead straight pubes for the rest of my life. I would never have taken that deal, Mum. Do you know what it feels like to rush home from school? You rip open a Dolly sealed section, you see an article that says the bush is back, and you're like, what's a bush? I'm rocking more of a native grassland situation. When's that going to be in? Oh. It takes me so long to get ready for bed every night because I've got to put my pubes into teeny tiny little hot rollers. Just a fake it till you make it approach. It looks like just my vagina is auditioning for Annie. I think dyeing it red was a personal choice. But I think it makes the curls pop. And if you're going to work hard on them, you want people to respect them. And I have always been difficult, and I know I'm part of the problem when it comes to friendship. I break up with friends all the time. I broke up with a friend recently because she told me she'd been having a really long and involved affair with our married boss at work. I know. And she told me this after the affair had already ended, and she wanted to be consoled about it. And I just couldn't condone someone withholding gossip like that. Spill the tea, bring me on the journey. Oh, if I'm there for the fun beginning, yeah, I'll do a bit of clean up at the end, but you don't get the emotional labour for free. Oh. Instead, now you're dead to me. And I'm friends with his wife. Yeah. And we've got dirt on you. Dangerous game. And because I found friendship so difficult, I focused on something better. I'm just going all acquaintances. It's so much easier, you know. No obligation, no expectation, just the fun times. You know, and I've built a beautiful network in my life of acquaintances. I love seeing my barista every morning, talking about who's the worst customer. I love catching my mechanic once a year, hearing how much I've dented my car since the last time. I love seeing my doctor, you know, once a quarter and hearing about her weird rockabilly niche world that she lives in and what's happening there. And acquaintances are so great. And you might be thinking, Prue, all of those people, they're paid to be nice to you. But the best acquaintance you can have is someone that you only meet once in your life, and that's a drunk girl in a club bathroom. You've met her. When I was going clubbing all the time, I'd always wear this one little Zimmerman jumpsuit that had long sleeves and shorts all in one. Yeah, they're great. But when I got too drunk to do a pull to the side wee, I would have to take the whole thing off every time I went to the bathroom. And at some point in doing that, I would end up dunking one or both sleeves into the toilet. And then I'd spend the next 20 minutes of my night with my hand out underneath the hand dryer, hoping I could carry on with my evening. Someone asked me the other day, did you rinse it? Never occurred to me. I wish I thought to rinse it. But at some point during that process, a drunk girl that I'd never met before would bust her way into the bathroom like, boom, who did this to you? Immediately. And instead of telling her the truth that was embarrassing, I would just lie and I would describe the most generic man I could think of. And I'd say, Ben. Ben did it to me, get him. And then I'd send her off to go throw a drink in some random man's face. Because have you ever thrown a drink in someone's face? It's incredible, right? Yeah. It's the most fun you can have for under $15. Like, I couldn't recommend it more highly. The moment the liquid leaves your hand, you feel free from the shackles of society. You feel like a woman taking charge of your life, a woman taking control in this world. Yes, thank you. The moment the liquid lands, not as good. You got to get out of there pretty quick. Or you'll find out, well, everyone thinks you're absolutely feral. That's all from me. I've been Prue. Thank you.